Hello, Year 2. Welcome to Thursday's final lesson on writing. So, before we start, I just wanted to say I really hope that you are feeling so proud of yourselves. You have really been demonstrating all of the learning skills that we focus on at Billingshurst Primary. So, that's skills such as resilience, perseverance. You keep on trying, you kept writing, you are being so creative, you're using your imagination. Some of you might have taken some risks in your writing. You might have tried a few new language techniques. Some of you might have found out that you've had to problem solve. Maybe you weren't too sure on how to include adjectives into your writing. And overall, I'm just really, really proud of all of you, the whole year team are, for putting in your very best effort with your story writing. And I'm sure your adults at home are proud of you too. So, today is editing day. This is your opportunity to improve your story so it can be the best it can be. Read your story out loud to someone in your house. As you read it out, check that it makes sense. As you read, make any changes that you think are needed. So, reading it out loud. Okay, so pop me on pause. Okay, really well done for doing that. So, next up, I'd like you to look at your word choices. Do you need to change any of your descriptive language? So, does the description match what you're describing? That might sound like a funny thing to ask. So, for example, if you're talking about Africa, have you used the relevant describing words, the relevant adjectives? So, for example, it's not a cold place at all. Make sure that your describing words, your adjectives, really match up to what you are describing. So, next, check your sentences are varied. Have you used different sentence openers? So, for example, rather than keep saying and then, and then, and then, see if you can mix it up a little bit. Finally, does your story entertain your reader? So, the purpose is your audience. So, is your reader going to be entertained? And finally, check for those capital letters and punctuation. So make sure you are rehearsing all of the skills that we went over earlier in the week. So we're going to do a final edit to your amazing work to make it even better. Okay, pop me on pause whilst you're going through this process. Okay, really well done for completing that. So, year 2, you've done it. Well done. We can't wait to read your final story. I'm sure you are still wondering what actually happened um, at the end of Poles Apart. So on Padlet, I'd like you to click on the link and you will be able to watch Mrs. Gold as she rereads the story of Poles Apart from right from the beginning all the way to the end. So you are going to get to decide what you think of the ending to the story is going to be like. Finally, after you've done this, tomorrow is going to be Flexible Friday. So it's an opportunity for you to show us everything you've learnt this week in a way that suits you. If you'd like to publish your story, then that is an option for you. You might like to write your story out with all the relevant corrections. You might like to draw some really beautiful illustrations, some lovely pictures, maybe staple it together or sew it together, making a book out of your story, coming up with a blurb, so a description of what happens on the back of the page. And you might like to make a front cover, so including who you are the author, creating a title. So it's completely your choice. Really well done, everyone. We are so impressed with your amazing work, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and stay safe.